evening, everyone. We are so excited that you're here tonight, today, this afternoon, almost evening. It looks like dark because it's so stormy out. Thank you for braving the storm to be here. It's been quite a week and a half. I was just thankful we didn't have school last week. So anyway, thank you for being here. I'm Deb Cuban, Superintendent of Ukiah Unified School District. Thank you. I feel really lucky and honored to be part of this school district, and I can't believe it's my 11th year here, but really honored to be here tonight. And I just want to thank all of you for everything that you do as parents, grandparents, friends, family, to support the students who are both up here and those who are in our schools. As a mom of 3 kids, I know how rough it is sometimes every day trying to get everybody out the door and ready for school, and I really appreciate you. So students, let's give these people up here a round of applause. We are going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance today. The flag is right over here, so if you could stand and join me. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States Thank you so very much. We are super lucky in this school district to have our Student of the Month program. These students are selected for a variety of reasons. They're usually nominated by a staff member. It might be because they're doing excellent academically. It might be because they improved a lot. It could be they're just such a nice, kind, respectful student at school every day. And so we're really honored to have this program. This program was started, I don't know you guys, a long time, 30 years ago or so. At least 30 years ago. These are our business sponsors over here. And our businesses in our community started this program. So we're really lucky to have them. They're here to celebrate with us, and I'll introduce them to you all in just a moment. So this program has been going for a long time. I was super excited 2 Students of the Month ago because we got to do this in person. Because as you know, we were doing this remotely for a long time, and I love it anytime we can do things in person. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to introduce our sponsors who are here tonight and then talk to you about a few more. So we have State Farm Insurance. Carol Meyer is here from State Farm. Long-time sponsor of this program. Danielle Jones is here with Community First Credit Union. And Savings Bank of Mendocino County, they actually started this program. Lisa Doster is here with Savings Bank. We want to thank you for the time that you take to come here and everything that you do to put into our students. Also, I'd like to read a list of our other sponsors, and students, I'm going to let you know when you come right over here to shake hands later, you're going to get a packet of stuff, and there are lots of goodies in there from our businesses for you. So just to name some of those, one, I talked about Community First Credit Union, so you're going to get a certificate for a savings account. You can start saving. Those of you who are in elementary school, start saving early. It helps. Savings Bank of Mendocino County, they'll give you a cool backpack that says Student of the Month on it. And State Farm Insurance, you will actually get a refrigerator magnet, parents, to put a picture of your students on the refrigerator, and the magnet says Student of the Month on it. Ukiah Daily Journal is one of our sponsors, and your student's picture will appear in the Ukiah Daily Journal. And never fear, the pictures that we take here are also what goes in the newspaper, and you will get a color copy of that picture as well. So no need to get up and take photos. We will make sure that you get the pictures that we're going to take. So other sponsors, Shots Bakery. Students, you're going to get 2 free cookies from Shots Bakery, so you can pop downtown and get some cookies. Slam Dunk Pizza donates a 1-topping mini pizza for each of our students. Slush by the Park donates a free small slush or a soft serve. State Assembly Member Jim Wood gives certificates of recognition for each student. So those are our sponsors. We appreciate our businesses in this community immensely. They do so much for our schools and our students. So let's give a round of applause to those businesses. Our Director of Student Services is not here today, so I have the honor of presenting the Attendance Award. And as you all know, parents, it's been a rough month for attendance with all of the sickness that's going around. But I will take the trophy from Grace Hudson, and so sorry you're not getting it back this month. They usually get it every month, so I'm sorry, Grace Hudson. I would like to honor Pomalina Middle School as having the highest attendance for last month at 90.95%. Nice job, Mr. Daly, Pomalina students. As you all know, attendance is extremely important. Sometimes it's beyond our control, whether if we're sick, we obviously don't want to come to school, but attendance in school every day is really important. So thanks for all that you do to get your students to school, and thank you students for attending. Okay, so we're going to get started, and I'm going to ask the amazing Ms. Johnson from Calpella Elementary School. She's going to be my role model for a second, so we can, sometimes our students get nervous up here, so we're going to demonstrate to our students how this goes, and Ms. Johnson is going to be a student. So when we get started, I'm going to introduce Ms. Johnson, and the students are going to come up next to her, and she's going to say something great about them, and then she's going to shake their hands. And students, she's a student now, remember, they're going to come across, yes, way over here, and then you're going to be greeted by these lovely people. And they're going to be standing up, but shaking hands, and then you're going to come stand right next to me over here. Turn around, Ms. Johnson. We're going to give everybody a round of applause, and then we'll be taking their picture, and we'll be bringing them back. So we would love it if you could stay. Our ceremony lasts about an hour, and we want to make sure that we're honoring all students here. So if you can stay till the end, it's great. It's always awesome to hear about our amazing high school students and all of their accomplishments. So anyway, we'd love for you to be able to stay, and again, we'll get you that picture, and we're going to have fun. So I would like to introduce Miss Julie Johnson, who is, today Mrs. Burrell is sick, so Ms. Johnson is here as the acting principal. And we'll get her.
Thank you. As Ms. Keating said, I am Julie Johnson, Zanaboni, and I am representing Calpella today, and I feel really lucky to introduce these kiddos because I've had some extra time with them when they were third graders, so I really know these guys. I don't get to always see all the kids, but these guys I do. Mrs. Burrell would have loved to have been here today, but she is sick. You know, she had to travel all the way to Texas to get germs big enough to make her sick. I'm just saying. Just saying, I'm from Texas, so I know. Okay, so let's get started. First student of the month from Calpella is London Young, and she is from Mr. Gravatt's class. This exceptional fourth grader is always eager to learn and participate in class. Her teacher says that she's consistently demonstrating a strong work ethic and a positive attitude towards her studies. Her STAR test scores are epic. Epic. London is not only academically talented, but she is also very kind and compassionate towards her classmates. She's a natural leader and often helps her peers understand difficult concepts. When she herself needs help, she asks for it. Mr. Gravatt says that she has the potential to achieve great things in the future and is a valuable asset to their class. For these reasons, we are so proud of you. Congratulations to London Young for being chosen for the December Student of the Month. Our next Student of the Month is Michaela Garcia Nava from Mrs. Mendoza's class. Michaela is a delight to have in class. She's a student who wastes no time. She comes into class, gets busy working on her assignments, participates in class, and follows instructions. Because of her outstanding work habits as a student, she excels academically. On top of being a great student, Michaela is also a great person. She is friendly, kind, and always smiling. Mrs. Mendoza appreciates her sense of humor and tolerance of Miss Mendoza's corny jokes. She does tell a lot of corny jokes. Michaela's classmates see her as a leader and someone they can count on. Her hard work, passion for learning, and desire to do well is a great combination for success. Mrs. Mendoza has no doubt she will be very successful in the future. For these reasons, we are so proud of you, Michaela. Congratulations to Michaela Garcia Nava for being chosen the December Student of the Month. This is Mac Asbury, our third Student of the Month. He's from Miss Murray's class. He is such a hard-working student and always applies himself to understand new material. He takes responsibility for his own learning, and Miss Murray says she is always impressed with how focused he is when he's listening to classroom instruction. He is conscientious about turning in all of his work. Could you talk to some other kids for me about that? Tell them how to turn in work? Okay, here. And always make certain that it is done well. Mac is well liked by his peers and is so very kind. He has a very polite, positive attitude and a really good heart. For these reasons, we are so proud of you, Mac. Congratulations to Mac Asbury for being chosen December Student of the Month from Calpella Elementary. And now I'll turn it over to Frank Zeke.
Thank you all for being here today. Come on up, girls. I'm Dara Brown. I'm the principal of Frank Zeke Elementary School. I'm super proud of these guys. At Frank Zeke, we talk about being peaceful, respectful, responsible. Say, you're good. These ladies really exemplify that. I had some time with them this morning. The other thing about these ladies is they have a confidence, and they seem to really know who they are as people and work in their strengths, and I was just really impressed and super proud of them. So I would like to introduce our first Student of the Month, representing 4th grade in Mr. Martin's class, is McKenna Barnes. Woohoo! Yeah, cheer! McKenna is an easy choice for Student of the Month, says her teacher. She is kind, caring, and incredibly responsible. McKenna is also the hardest worker that her teacher has seen in his 20-plus years of teaching. McKenna works on holidays, on weekends, after school, and probably on vacation. Is that true? She is a terrific role model for students of all ages. She sets specific goals and does not quit until those goals are met or exceeded. When I asked McKenna, why do you think you got to be Student of the Month? She said, because I'm a hard worker. Congratulations, McKenna. We're really proud of you. The next person in the program is Jax Consicio, and he also represents 4th grade in Mrs. Morris' class. He couldn't be here today, but Jax is a hardworking student who prides himself in quality. He is an avid reader, tackling the Hobbit trilogy this year. Impressive. Jax is insightful and contributes generously to classroom inquiries. He is kind. Jax can always be counted on to offer assistance or support to others. We are lucky to have him in our class this year, says his teacher, so congratulations, Jax. And then representing 5th grade in Mr. Bradford's class is Emery Palmer. Yeah. Emery is a smart girl with a wide vocabulary. She is a deep thinker who listens carefully and reflects on what others say. She has a playful sense of humor. Emery can be a bit of a bookworm, which is something her teacher really admires about her and is going to take her far. We are really proud of you. Congratulations. And also representing 5th grade at Frank Zeke is Alyssa Cox in Mr. Wild's class. To start, Alyssa is a great kid, says her teacher, which is true, and an incredible student who always gives her best. At school, she works hard and always has time to share kindness and compassion with others. Alyssa has read over 1 million words at this point and is closely approaching 2 million. Her writing is a pleasure to read. It shows wit and insightfulness no matter the topic. At recess, Alyssa can be found on the kick square court, mixing it up with the boys and the girls, good competition. And her accomplishments, her teacher says that he is proud of her accomplishments and feels fortunate to have her in class. When I spoke to Alyssa today, she said, people better listen to her because she has a lot to say and she talks fast. We're really proud of you. Congratulations. And our 6th grade representative, Kylie Campbell, could not be here today, and we're super proud of her too. She is a very responsible young woman. She also happens to have excellent behavior. She is in an advanced book club and is pushing herself to read difficult books quickly and accurately. She's kind and sympathetic to those around her, and she's a quick friend or classmate to anyone. We're really proud of Frank Zeke Students of the Month, and I would like to bring up Grace Hudson.
Buenas tardes. I'm Directora Blanco, a principal over at Grace Hudson, and I'm excited to share some awesome information about some of our amazing kids at Grace Hudson. So first we'll start with June Johnston. Maestra Farrell, her 4th grade teacher, shares that June is a voracious reader. As a 4th grader, she is already reading Shakespeare and is always looking for her next read. June loves to be at school and always has a smile on her face. She loves to be helpful and is such a joy to have in class. At school, June enjoys playing Foursquare, of course going to the library, and indoor recess so she can sit and read some more at her desk. Outside of school, June loves to read, hike, and explore on her family's property, play with her tortoise and cat, and play Ukiah, which I didn't know existed. I'll have to check it out, with her family. When June grows up, she wants to be a librarian because, of course, she loves to read and loves books. June thinks the best thing about Grace Hudson is that we're a bilingual school. The teachers are great, and the custodian is really nice. We're super proud of June. Felicidades. Next, we have 4th grader Melanie Cabrera. Maestra Mendoza shares that Melanie is incredibly attentive to detail. She is very sweet and kind to others and is always ready to learn more. At school, Melanie enjoys playing with her friends and indoor recess. Melanie is also a conflict manager at school, which is a program where students are trained to assist other students in solving problems. Outside of school, Melanie likes to sleep, me too, play board games, and have sleepovers with her friends. When Melanie grows up, she wants to be a nurse like her mom, and she wants to help people. Melanie thinks the best thing about Grace Hudson is that we learn in 2 languages, and there are really good teachers. We're super proud of Melanie. Felicidades. Next we have Julián García Trejo. Maestra Dan comparte que Julián es respetuoso, responsable y seguro. Trabaja bien de forma independiente y apoya a sus compañeros cuando trabaja en equipo. En la escuela, Julián disfruta de las matemáticas, leer en inglés y español y estar con sus amigos. Fuera de la escuela, a Julián le gusta jugar videojuegos y baloncesto y estar con sus hermanos y primos. Cuando Julián crezca, quiere ser un jugador de la NBA. Julián cree que lo mejor de Grace Hudson son los maestros y los alumnos. Estamos muy orgullosos de Julián. Felicidades. I'd still like to recognize Jasmine Perdomo Hernandez, who couldn't be here today. Maestra Keller comparte Jasmine es amable, considerada y cariñosa. Ella es responsable y hace lo mejor que puede con una sonrisa y entusiasmo. En la escuela, Jasmine ha sido reclasificada como hablante fluida de inglés y le encanta leer tanto en español como en inglés, hacer las matemáticas y todas sus clases. Fuera de la escuela, a Jasmine le gusta jugar juegos de mesa con su familia y jugar afuera con su perro. Cuando Jasmine crezca, quiere ser una doctora y ayudar a la gente. Jasmine cree que lo mejor de Grace Hudson son los maestros y el personal. Estamos muy orgullosos de Jasmine. Felicidades a Jasmine. Felicidades a todos de Grace Hudson. Nicolas y Mr. Ross.
Keep going. Well, good afternoon. I'm Tom Roll. I'm principal of Nokomis Elementary, and I am blessed to bring you 4 wonderful kiddos. At Nokomis, we are a TK through 5th grade school. We practice the 3 R's of ready, responsible, and respectful. And these 4 students exemplify that. The first student I'd like to tell you about is Evelyn Flores Gonzalez. From Miss Gonzalez's room, no relation, but Miss Gonzalez writes that Evelyn was chosen Student of the Month for December because she participates in all class activities and assignments with a great attitude. She's diligent with her classroom, finished her assignments early. In small groups, she shares her ideas easily. Her personal narrative was showcased in the class as an example for students. Evelyn is a role model for both academics and behavior. Evelyn is respectful and a kind friend. She's soft-spoken, but she's outgoing with her close friends. She's an all-around great student. And when I asked her if there was anything she wanted you to know about her, she said, when her classmates or you are working on a project and you don't think it's nothing okay, just keep working because it will. So that shows the grit that this young lady has. Evelyn Flores Gonzalez. Round of applause, please. The next student I want to tell you about is a 5th grader from Miss Angelie's room, Wynn Throng. Miss Angelie says that Wynn is a wonderful human being. She's kind, compassionate, creative, and is always finding the good in others. Wynn is trustworthy and can always be counted on to help fellow students with the 3 R's. Wynn's talents are not limited to her character, but she is gifted academically and puts 100% of her efforts into her studies, and it is reflected in the quality of her work. She understands and values education. Wynn practices a growth mindset on a daily basis, and she's a complete joy to have as a student. Miss Andrews says that Wynn is awesome. Round of applause for Wynn. From Mr. Delgado's class is Christian Armas Gonzalez. Mr. Delgado writes that Christian was chosen as Student of the Month because he is a hardworking student. He strives to do well in class. Christian is a quiet student, but he participates in classroom discussions. He likes to give his perspective and feedback when it comes to assignments and work. He gives his opinion when asked. He is respectful and makes a lot of effort to show classroom norms. Christian has a personality that makes it easy for peers to get along with him. He really puts a lot of effort into being a good student. Christian Armas Gonzalez. And the last student that is a privilege to tell you about is Esmeralda Lopez Ukiah from Miss Ibbison's 5th grade room. Miss Ibbison is here to recognize her students, so we'd like to give Miss Ibbison. She writes that Esmeralda is an amazing student. She works hard and puts forth effort into all to do her best. She doesn't give up. She is a role model to other students. What has been exciting to watch as she has turned her attitude around since the beginning of the year. She has set high expectations for herself once she decided that achieving her goals was important. She's helpful to other students. She's responsible for her actions, and she made so much growth. Ms. Ibbison looks forward to the growth in Citizen is very proud of Esmeralda. And when I asked her if there was something that she wanted you to know, she said, "Tell him from me, never give up." Esmeralda. And I'd like to call up Mr. Daniel of Oak Manor.
Hello, everyone. Unfortunately, our principal, Mr. Francis, couldn't be here this evening. I'm designated school counselor. Happy to be here, representing a great group of kids. As was shared earlier, students are a bit nervous, but not only for themselves, but they were a bit nervous for me as we stumbled through our presentation. It just shows what kind and thoughtful kids we have at Oak Manor. I'd like to start with Mauricio Cornejo Vega. Mauricio thinks he was chosen for Student of the Month because he stays focused and completes his work. His favorite part of Oak Manor is the after-school program. His favorite subject is reading. He still does not know what he wants to do when he grows up, but he wants to keep his options open. He would like to thank his mom and brother for helping him with his homework. His teacher, Ms. Clark, writes, Mauricio is a kind-hearted student who consistently works hard at doing his best work. He is very thoughtful of his peers' overall well-being and mindful of all students being included. He takes responsibility for his own learning and willing to take challenges and strives to reach his highest academic and social potential. I can count on Mauricio to do the right thing even when nobody is watching. His sincere integrity is going to take him far. Congratulations to Mauricio for being Student of the Month. Our next student, Serena Dunham. Serena thinks she was chosen for Student of the Month because she has good memory and works hard. Her favorite part of school is her teachers and playing with her friends on the playground. Her favorite subject is science. When she gets older, she would like to be a firefighter because she had personal experience putting out a fire. She would like to thank her mom, who helps her with her math. Her teacher, Ms. Davenport, writes, Serena is the type of student who comes prepared to learn each and every day. When she is always eager to participate and share her thoughts. We have also seen how kind and helpful Serena is to her classmates. She leads by example and helps others along the way. Congratulations to Serena for being Student of the Month. Our next student, Aiden Escobedo. Aiden thinks he was chosen for Student of the Month because he pays attention and tries his best. His favorite part of school is his teachers and playing out on the soccer field. His favorite subject is math. When he grows up, he would like to be a chef like his uncle. He would like to thank his mom for her encouragement even when times aren't always the best. His teacher, Ms. Sevilla, writes, Aiden is described by his classmates as someone who always tries to do the right thing and as someone who is respectful. Aiden is aware of how his actions impact others and works towards making decisions each day. He wants to improve, tries hard, and is actively putting forth everything he can to learn more and is a good citizen. Congratulations to Aiden for being Student of the Month. The next student, fifth grader, Juan Carlos Santamaria Hernandez, also prefers going by Carlitos. Carlito thinks he was chosen for Student of the Month because he's good at math, he's kind, and has improved in his reading and writing. His favorite part of school is playing soccer with his friends. His favorite subject is math. When he grows up, he wants to be a doctor because he wants to help others. He would like to thank his sister for inspiring him to do better with his reading. His teacher, Miss Human Rights, Carlitos, has continued to do excellent work in class and has made outstanding growth in all areas. He is hardworking and creative. He adds a lot to our style. Congratulations to Carlitos for being student of the month. Our next student is sixth grader Julian Vasquez. Julian thinks he was chosen for student of the month because he is kind, helpful, good at math. His favorite thing about Oak Manor is playing with his friends. His favorite subject is math. When he grows up, he would like to serve our country by going into the military. He would like to thank his mom for helping with his schoolwork. His teacher, Ms. DeLong, writes, Julian had a rocky start as he worked to navigate the change that comes with the sixth grade. However, he has found a niche and is making a great effort to make improvements and to stay on top of his work. Julian is quiet, but proves to be respectful, responsible, and safe in many different ways. Julian is witnessed as always being kind to those around him and sticking up for others. Julian is helpful to his classmates and his teacher. Julian is an excellent example of the Oak Manor way. Congratulations to Julian for being student of the month. Sixth grader, our next student, sixth grader, Jesse Hernandez. Jesse thinks he was chosen for student of the month because he's good at math and is doing better in reading. His favorite part of school was playing with his friends. His favorite subject is math. When he grows up, he wants to have his own business as a barber where he can chat with people. He would like to thank his mom and his uncle, who is an inspiration to him. His teacher, Ms. Storm, writes, Jesse started out as a shy and quiet student in class. However, he is working on communicating and participating. Watching Jesse grow in his academic and personal growth is a true pleasure. He is thoughtful towards his classmates and always offers to help anyone in need. Jesse is a respectful bobcat and mentor. Congratulations to Jesse for being student of the month. Turn it over to our next school, Kalani from Ukiah. Thank you. Just really want to thank all the parents that are here and the families, because with your support really, I mean, what we saw here really shows our students. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is thank you so much for all of you and the partnership that we have together at school, because it really shows in their achievements.
Good evening. I'm Dana Milani. I'm the principal at Ukiah Elementary School. And I am extremely honored to stand up here and introduce you some wonderful Ukiah Roadrunners. At Ukiah, we talk about the 6 pillars of character. We talk about being trustworthy, respectful, responsible, fair, caring, and a good citizen. And as I stand up here today, I'm extremely lucky to share with you 4 of the wonderful students at Ukiah who exemplify those 6 pillars. We're going to start with our 4th graders here, which is Mrs. Ayla Brackett. Yes, Miss Ayla. Ayla is a very determined, hardworking student that embraces challenges, sees them as opportunities to grow, and never gives up. When she is unsure of something, she applies what she does know and perseveres until she solves the problem. She is also always on task in class, loves to participate, and constantly comes to class on time and 100% ready to learn. Her favorite subject in school is math. Ayla is one of the most trustworthy and responsible students in the class. Her teacher says that she can always count on her to do the right thing and to be a good role model to those around her. She is extremely caring and respects school staff, her classmates, and our school community. Her love of people and the world around her is also what makes her a great citizen. Additionally, Ayla is an advocate for not only herself, but those around her, and likes to make sure that everyone is treated fairly. She loves to help in any way she can and is always first to volunteer her time and effort, regardless of the task. Ayla also believes that caring is the most important character trait because it can bring peace and love to a community. For example, if someone feels bad, I can help them by sticking by their side and making sure that they do not feel alone or sad. Also, she loves helping people. When she isn't in school, Ayla likes to play with her niece Nova and create art. Nova, all of her family, her pets, and being kind are important to her. When she grows up, she wants to be a marine biologist. Congratulations, sweetheart. I'm going to talk about Max Vilches. He's a fourth grader, also a Miss Glenn Jennings class. Max is the type of student that never stops trying. He is a great leader that is always supporting his team. Max works hard and always asks questions or for clarification when he does not understand something. Additionally, he is always on task and is a great participant in class discussions. His favorite subject in school is PE. Max is a very respectful and responsible student. He always does his schoolwork in a timely manner and always does his best and works to his highest potential. He is also a very caring citizen that always wants to help someone in need. Max believes that the most important character pillar is fairness because the world would be horrible without it and many people would be sad. When Max isn't in school, he likes to play soccer with his family. The things that are important to Max is his family and friends. He isn't sure what he wants to do when he grows up, but whatever he decides to do, he will be wonderful at it. So congratulations, Max. This is Miss Isabella Wright. Isabella is a strong student academically and a terrific roader to all that she needs. She excels in reading, math, and anything else she sets her mind to. In school, she enjoys art and reading. She is a terrific student because she always thinks of others before herself. She loves to help out whenever and wherever she can, and she loves making the world a better place. Bella thinks citizenship is the most important character trait because it's important to be nice and helpful to others. After school, she loves hanging out with her friends, drawing, and playing with her dog, Luna. The most important thing to her are her family, friends, and having a home. When she grows up, she wants to be an animal rescuer or a zookeeper. Congratulations. Endo, I've known Endo since, I think Mrs. Johnson had him in kindergarten when she was at Ukiah. She was like, what grade are you in? We're like, 5th. Can't believe it. Always super shy. Good kid. So we're going to talk about Endo now. His teacher says Endo is a strong student that perseveres and always tries his hardest. He has worked hard to increase his reading and math skills and loves to show his creative side with whatever he does. In school, he enjoys art, math, and science. He is a terrific student because he pushes through his struggles and has mastered the power of yet. If he doesn't know something, he knows that it's just a matter of time before he does. Endo thinks caring is the most important character trait because you need to care about things like sharing so that you'll be able to make friends and everyone around you will be happy. After school, he loves hanging out with his friends. The most important thing to him are his family, friends, and his pets. When he grows up, he wants to be a YouTuber like Mr. Beast. No idea who that is, but he's important. This is Alfonso Frias Robles. He's a 6th grader in Mrs. Porterfield's class. Alfonso Frias Robles is an exceptional student. Academically, he does well in all areas, but especially good in writing and math. In school, his favorite subjects are PE and math. He works hard and never gives up, showing a great deal of perseverance when it comes to any obstacle that comes his way. He exhibits remarkable character in a very quiet and subtle way. As a student, he exhibits all of our terrific characteristics of being terrific, though his teacher's favorite to watch is the way he cares for others and treats others with the utmost respect. Alonzo never boasts or brags, but is a quiet force of kindness and thoughtfulness. Alonzo thinks the most important character trait is being respectful because it is essential to respect others even if they don't have the same beliefs. His favorite thing to do outside of school is play sports. His family and his dogs are the things that are most important to him. And when Alonzo wants to grow up, he wants to be a professional soccer player. Congratulations, sir. And those are the Ukiah Students of the Month. Up next is Mr. Dan Stearns from Eagle Peak.
Okay, we'll start in 5th grade with London Grissom. Her teacher writes, London has such a big heart, selfless, caring, dependable, responsible, hardworking are just some of the ways to describe her. She consistently puts the interest of others ahead of her own. She's supportive and collaborative with her peers, compassionate and kind, 5,000 positive adjectives, that's awesome, London. She's great at encouraging her classmates and including others in activities. All this awesomeness, and she's an amazing scholar on top of it. One of the most admirable qualities is her dedication to service. She can be found giving her time toward the needs of her classroom, grade level, and the general student body. She also possesses a vibrant sense of creativity that shines through from her personal style into the creation of her academic body of work. That's awesome. Congratulations, London. All right, next we have Kaylee Moreno Ramirez, also in 5th grade, as part of this classroom. Her teacher writes, she's a fantastic student to have in the classroom. She arrives in class every day with a positive attitude and is always ready to give 100%. That's neat. Her kind spirit adds to the positive academic environment in our classroom. She's hardworking and dedicated to doing her best, always focused on the lesson at hand, and more than that, she's willing to help others who are struggling. Always has a smile on her face, no matter what. She's silly and funny and a great friend, and she reports that she loves all of her friends, loves her teachers, loves Eagle Peak, and wants to be a nurse someday, and I have no doubt you'll reach that goal. Congratulations, Kaylee. Okay, we have Mikey Rodriguez from 6th grade. Mikey is a hard worker and a leader in the classroom. He leads the table discussions in his honors math class. His teachers appreciate his willingness to learn new things. Consistently a hard worker, not only does he complete all of his assignments, he does so thoroughly and with real attention to detail. He's polite, he's responsible, he's a real joy to have in the classroom. He is researching how to make a water filter for his science STEM project at Eagle Peak. Overall, he's consistent with a great attitude and great attendance and great participation. Congratulations, Mikey Rodriguez. Okay, Tulsi is not here, and we'll recognize her on campus at an awards assembly. Tulsi Dixler from 6th grade. So we're moving on to 7th with Saray Lorenzo. Saray has put forth a very consistent effort and completes thorough, high-quality work. She pays close attention in class and seems to always be improving week after week. The effort she puts forth is admirable, and she's a great example to her fellow students, helpful to her fellow students also. And she provides an emotional maturity to classroom culture, which is very important in the school. Saray dedicates herself 100% to academic tasks. She's an awesome science student in particular, has a curious mind and grasps scientific concepts easily. She's a group leader and leads by example with hard work. In labs, she is the one to read the instructions and guide the group in the lab. Saray also is a great role model for her peers and Eagle Peak's virtues. Congratulations, Saray. All right, also in 7th grade, we have Andy Orozco Guerrero. Andy's teacher's right. He's a hard worker, joy to have in class. He has a very quirky and subtle sense of humor. He gets along well with other students. He shows a true understanding of his school community, always willing to help out his fellow classmates, attentive and sensible, performs well, and consistently turns in quality work. In science class, Andy is a leader in science labs. His attention to detail is what allows this group to have a positive learning experience. When the class was learning about diffusion and osmosis, Andy's group was one of the groups whose egg did not break, which was not easy to do. Nice job. The egg was okay due to Andy's leadership. He's a role model for other students at Eagle Peak. Well done, Andy. Eighth grade, we have two awesome students who will be coming to the high school next year, and they'll do awesome. First, we have Taya Alt. She shows up every day ready to learn. Her teacher's right. She's turned in every assignment to date and is thorough and neat in her work. She maintains a calm composure while working collaboratively with classmates. Taya is an extremely responsible student who consistently turns in high-quality work. She's well respected by her peers and exhibits many leadership qualities. I'll add she's well respected by administration for being a great citizen on our campus, which we really appreciate. She has a great sense of humor, which is also appreciated by her teachers, and she loves all of her teachers at Eagle Peak. We have a few substitute teachers to start, but she really loves her 8th grade teachers. She also loves animals, and is going to do awesome at Eagle Peak, awesome at Ukiah High next year. Okay, great job. And finally, Caleb Archer. He is a responsible presence in our science classroom. He avoids distractions. That's key, again, in middle school. He's organized, turns in every assignment. Caleb is enrolled in all of our advanced classes, advanced digital media, assisting with our yearbook production, and working to meet deadlines. He's excelling in our Algebra 1 class and our Honors English class. Caleb goes about his business in a very professional manner, consistently turns in quality assignments, and is always respectful of staff and students. He's well respected by his peers. Students know him as a responsible, on-task, focused student. He is frequently referred to by his peers as an example of positive behavior and academic excellence. They all want to be a student like you, Caleb. So great job, student of the month. And turning it over to Mr. Dewey from Plumalita.
My name is Jonathan Dewey, I'm principal at Polita. First, we have Riley Schreiner, and she was nominated by her 6th grade teacher, Ms. Packloyer. Ms. Packloyer writes, Riley does her homework, asks for help when she needs it, and is careful about getting her work done when she's absent. Learning is super important to Riley, and she's helpful to other students. It is a pleasure to have her in class, and she is a wonderful choice for student of the month. Congratulations, Riley. Next, we have Dulce Alendron Ayala, who was nominated by her math teacher, Ms. Golding. Ms. Golding writes, Dulce is kind, respectful, and has always a positive attitude. Dulce is responsible, always on time, asks questions in class, and has a strong work ethic. She has been a joy to have in class. She is always volunteering to answer questions and does a great job working with her peers. Congratulations, Dulce. Next, we have 7th grader Herman Hernandez Mendoza. Miss Leach, his math teacher, nominated Herman. Herman is a wonderful student that exemplifies all the qualities of we born. He is a kind, hardworking student and comes to school with a positive attitude that makes the class better. He asks questions when he needs help and will work well with other students. He participates in class and is taking ownership of his own learning. Beyond being a fantastic student, he has shown great responsibility and creativity by being part of the yearbook club. I'm so glad to have him in my class this year, and any teacher would be fortunate to get to know him. Congratulations, Joel. Next, we have Zoe Palmer, and by coincidence, is the sibling of another student who went to this month. Zoe is a 7th grader and was nominated by her math teacher, Miss Leach. Ms. Leach writes that Zoe is an exemplary student. She is respectful and responsible all the time. She is hardworking, focused, and engaged in her learning. She is kind, helpful, and just a joy to be around. Zoe's homework and classwork is clear, neat, and organized. Ms. Leach writes that she is so fortunate to have Zoe not only her class, but also part of the yearbook, and that she would be an excellent student of mine. Next, we have Devontae. Devontae is able to be both an excellent student and excellent athlete, even winning all tourney as a 7th grader at their last tournament on the 8th grade team. Devontae comes to class prepared to learn and is respectful and responsible each day. She takes good notes, participates in class, and works well with groups. Even when the material gets challenging, she knows that Devontae will rise and challenge and succeed. Devontae is an excellent student for Ukiah Student of the Month. Congratulations. Next, we have Landon Arnold, and Landon was nominated by actually the office staff. And the office staff writes, Landon is always taking initiative and being respectful, responsible, and having a great attitude. He's always willing to do extra work. Mr. Merritt writes that Landon is a responsible and positive student. He takes responsibility for himself and his actions. He is always willing to help out and lend a hand when he can. In the office, he will take initiative and look for productive ways to contribute. Landon is a great student. Congratulations, Landon. And those are your Pomely the Student of the Month. Thanks, guys. Congratulations on the
Hi, my name is Bob Boothma. I'm the principal at the Ukiah Independent Study Academy. And standing next to me is Ingrid Silva. Her teacher writes, Ingrid is an all-around outstanding student and an impressive young lady. She goes above and beyond in completing all her work at a top-notch level. She has the personality, compassion, and skills to have a huge positive impact on our community. I especially appreciate her dedication to her studies, how she finds her ways to make her studies applicable to her life, and the inquisitive nature she has that compels her to be a self-guided learner. Personally, I would also like to add that Ingrid is now a high school graduate. Congratulations. Next student who isn't here this second is Mary Ruales. She struggled to find the motivation to do well in school when she first started a couple of years ago, but this year has totally turned things around. She now completes all her work, and by taking extra college classes, has caught up and may even graduate early. I especially appreciate Mary's calm demeanor, her analytic way of thinking, her creativity, and her exceptional skills as an artist. Congratulations, Mary Ruales. And now South Valley.
Good evening. I'm Erica Gonzalez. I'm the dean at Big Picture Ukiah at South Valley. And my students are not here tonight, but I'm going to present them anyway. I apologize they couldn't be here. It is my honor to present our December Students of the Month, Chase Portlock and Micah Mahalson. Both of these students have shown exemplary effort and engagement in their passions and what they do at our school. At our school, our students develop a strong bond with their advisors, which is their main teacher. They spend the majority of their day with them, and for that reason I asked their advisors what they had to say about our Students of the Month. Mr. Thornsby, Chase's advisor, had this to say: Chase brings a sense of respectful levity to the classroom and campus at Big Picture Ukiah. He is always striving to do better as a student and a young adult despite any adversity, and by doing so, he continues to empower his peers. I am also impressed by Chase's natural musical abilities, and I look forward to seeing where this takes him as he pursues an internship in music composition and production. Chase's personality and demeanor have made him a friend to many at Big Picture Ukiah, and I am honored to have him in my advisory. Micah's advisor, Mrs. Lawson, shared this with me. Micah is one of those students who had a pretty rough start when she first came to South Valley. Since her first year, she has not only improved her own skills she has become a mentor and helper to new students and the rest of her peers. Micah began her work on her digital portfolio as instructed, then quickly became the go-to person for students and staff to be coached on the finer points of the portfolio creation. She has a wide variety of interests, which keeps her busy looking for just the right project to work on, while she is constantly using her artistic skills to entertain and enhance her work. Micah has truly become a model for what it means to be a big picture student. She is a leader, a researcher, and a future-minded, goal-meeting star. We are very lucky to have her. Both Chase and Micah are seniors this year, and we look forward to seeing what they create this year and in their future when you graduate. We are so proud of both of them. Congratulations. High School, Mr. Gordon Osmond.
Good evening. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you as the Ukiah High School principal. And our team got up here in a hurry. They're excited about being up in front of you. And we have a batting order. You guys are also out of the batting order. So let me hand you your batting order. And let me have Sophia come on up here. Well, you're going to be next. We're getting there first. So our first recipient honoree this evening is Sophia Byron. She is a 9th grader, a straight A student in the most difficult courses a first-year student can take. She is nominated by 4 teachers. One teacher writes, "She is truly productive and a real joy to have in class." A second adds, "Agreed and doubled. Sophia makes my day. She embodies integrity and so much more." A third, "Agreed and tripled." A fourth writes, "Quadrupled. Sophie is a model student and loves taking on challenging math problems." Enrolled and excelling in Algebra 2 as a 9th grader, she is in the top 2% of all math students at Ukiah High School as a freshman. She loves math. She works hard at math. This includes taking math classes at Mendocino College in the summer. She is passionate about tactical problem solving. She loves hands-on learning. As an elementary student, she started an inventive schoolyard business of finding discarded office supplies and repairing them and selling them to her classmates. While making very little money, she took her first steps as a problem solver and learned many things about how poorly engineered products really are. She is also a creative spirit, applying watercolors to figure drawing and creating technical drawings detailing the deconstruction of objects. Looking ahead, she looks forward to attending college in California, specifically studying math or engineering at the University of California at Berkeley. She would like to thank her parents for teaching her the ethic of hard work, and to her brother, who I believe is here today, for providing such great competition. Indeed, she is great competition, and I thank you for being part of our team. Our second honoree is Roy Chavez Hernandez, and I would like to invite Ms. Mortier, one of our assistant principals, to honor Roy in Spanish so that his parents can hear his greatness.
Good evening. Thank you for being here. It is a distinct pleasure to be able to introduce Roy. As assistant principal here, I work with students who have challenges with attendance or discipline or behavior. So it's no surprise I don't know any of these kids. I'm just kidding, but it truly, it's an honor. Roy was nominated by 4 of his teachers. And quiero saber cuántas personas sí me pueden entender. Siempre quiero saber, pues, ok, así están bien. La familia de Roy, ¿dónde están? Es un niño, pero fenomenal. Ok, empiezo porque tenía mucho que decir. Ok, Roy, ¿listo? Ok. Nuestro próximo estudiante es el estudiante del 9º grado, Roy Chávez Hernández, tomando los cursos más difíciles que puede tomar un estudiante de 9º grado, que incluyen biología y geometría con honores. Roy es un estudiante sobresaliente. Estar en geometría como estudiante de 9º grado significa que Roy está en el 5% superior de los estudiantes en matemáticas de su nivel de grado. A Roy le apasiona aprender y resolver problemas. Nominado, como dije, por 4 maestros, el tema constante en su generosidad y voluntad de ayudar a los demás y la calidad de su trabajo, la perfección. Es miembro de nuestra clase de banda norteña, donde toca música que celebra la música tradicional del norte de México. Si bien le encanta aprender y sobresale en la escuela, su aprendizaje continúa en casa. Aprendió por sí mismo a programar computadoras en 3 idiomas, aprendió la construcción de circuitos y la robótica. Ayudó a su padre a reparar la transmisión del automóvil familiar. Él reflexiona sobre todo esto con un tono muy práctico. Cree Roy que las calificaciones perfectas y la resolución de problemas en los niveles altos es un proceso natural. Para Roy, sí lo es. Puedo asegurarles que es uno de nuestros estudiantes más impresionantes. Y usando las palabras específicas de sus maestras, la maestra de mesa, por ejemplo, la señora Ramírez dijo, es bien amable y generoso, algo pues todos los días. La señora McCombs dice, en la clase de banda o de música norteña, ha ido todos los días durante su clase de tutorial. Insistía que podía aprender a tocar un instrumento, pero la maestra no estaba segura. Hoy puede tocar los tambores y también el acordeón un poco. En poco tiempo. Wow. Dice que ha aprendido muchísimo y también ayuda a sus compañeros. La maestra de inglés dijo, la señora McCarthy, dijo, tengo un respeto fenomenal para este muchacho. Viene preparado, es bien respetuoso y ayuda a sus compañeros en esta clase también. Siempre hace más de lo normal y de lo necesario. Es buena gente y siempre funciona con integridad y creatividad. Nacido en California, Roy se mudó a México con su familia cuando era un bebé y se mudó a Ukiah cuando tenía 8 años. Su familia regresó a California en busca de oportunidades específicamente para brindarle a Roy la mejor oportunidad educativa. Hoy se presenta ante ustedes como una persona que ha superado todas las expectativas, como representante de todo de lo que es correcto y bueno sobre la educación pública y lo mejor de nuestra nación, realmente. Espera asistir a la universidad más cerca de casa, Sonoma State o UC Berkeley, y Roy aprecia mucho a sus padres. Roy, gracias por ser una gran adición a la escuela preparatoria de Ukiah, por honrar a tus padres y guiar a tus hermanos menores a sobresalir como tú. Felicidades.
Let me give you the English synopsis here. This guy was born in Palo Alto, California, and when he was a baby, he moved back to family to Mexico, and when he was 8 years old, correct? He came back to Ukiah, started school, and so from 5th grade to now 9th grade, he has excelled. He is in the top 5% of all our freshmen in math classes. He taught himself 3 computer languages and robotics, putting all these things together at home, and when he's not messing around with the computer stuff, he traded out a transmission in the Honda with his father, because he's just that mechanical. Roy, what I have to say is you're everything that's right about public education, everything that's right about this country, and I welcome you and thank you for being part of our team here at Ukiah High School. There's also an endorsement for Roy and UC Berkeley, and for people that are touching on here, there's a connection going on. Our next student is sophomore Jackson Brown. Sophomore Jackson Brown is a quiet, humble, high achiever. His GPA is nearing 4.0. His classes include multiple honors and AP courses. His advanced placement history teacher writes that Jackson is a thoughtful, humble, and quiet. Jackson has done incredible work. He studies hard. He is a very good writer, and his essays have been used as an example given to the class as to how to do the job right. He loves learning about stuff, as he says, meaning everything and everywhere. In school, he enjoys history because he loves the work required and how it explains things. But it also teaches us that there are no guaranteed solutions. That we have to learn how to think for ourselves, to think broadly, and to adapt. He plays trumpet in the wind ensemble. That is our elite band. He is a top runner on our North Bay League Championship cross-country team. He is seated #1 on the varsity tennis team. Jackson will soon travel to compete in Seattle with our Science Olympiad team. And outside of school, he loves fishing and playing disc golf, often with his father. These pursuits celebrate his passion for family and the outdoors. Looking ahead, he will attend college in California, likely studying engineering. Jackson would like to thank his parents for their support. And Jackson, I thank you for all of those efforts. This is sophomore Madison Coltrane. Madison Coltrane is a creative spirit and a communicator. She works hard. She values hard work. Her teachers know this as well. Ms. Palmerine, her geometry teacher, writes, "I always look forward to seeing Madison in class. She is kind, funny, and helpful toward her classmates. She is creative with finding solutions to mathematical problems and compassionate for her peers. She will always stop what she is doing to help someone who is struggling." In speaking with Madison, she is passionate about ceramics, music, reading, the endeavors that bridge creativity and communication. She speaks articulately about the arts and deeply about communication. She enjoys classes that facilitate real communication between elders and students and students and students. She strives to contribute to a world where people treat others as they'd like to be treated, where communication is key, it is taught, learned, and practiced, where people are confident in communicating their self-advocacy and in advocating for others, where respect is offered and received, where emotions are celebrated as a guiding force in making us better people. She appreciates her teachers that work hard to create this possibility. Madison also appreciates the library, where she can practice thinking and communicating during tutorial class. While she's currently most interested in a career in real estate, she looks forward to the college experience to continue her creative and communicative studies. More immediately, her goal this semester is a 4.0, because, as she says, when you're at school, give it your all, that is why you're here. And she would like to thank her father. Madison, thank you. This is Danielle Mucho, and she is in the 11th grade. Junior Danielle Mucho is a hard worker. It's the phrase she uses first to describe herself. Her teachers agree. Advanced placement Spanish teacher Ms. Praxlodge writes, "Danielle embodies the UHS qualities of productivity and integrity. On a daily basis, she is nose to the grindstone, working to complete her assignments to the very best of her ability. And on assessment, she exhibits a proficiency only possible with hard work and effort. I really enjoy her presence in class because while she's all about business, there is a playful side to her too. She is kind and collaborative and gets along well with her peers. I'm hoping that she decides to take AP Spanish next year, as I can continue to work with her." That is a tremendous endorsement. As a hard worker, the first subject of work, for her work, are the creative endeavors. Photography, painting, drawing, sculpture, playing piano, and her creative writing class. These pursuits are her passion. The arts, paired with a near 4.0 GPA in our toughest classes, advanced placement classes, trigonometry, chemistry. For good measure, she also completed 2 years of building and construction classes. Clearly, Danielle is a student of the highest caliber with one of the most diverse portfolios of achievement. Outside of school, she holds great compassion for her family and the pets that they share. Looking ahead, college, likely beginning close to home at Mendocino College, is the next step. She'd like to major in history and art because these studies are fun and they force us to think deeply and intelligently as we express ourselves. Ultimately, she wants to embed creativity into her work in life. Danielle would like to thank her 5th grade teacher, Ms. Clark at Eagle Peak, her friends, and her parents for all of the support. Thank you. Unable to make it this evening before we introduce our last student. Here is one of our seniors, Braden Gomes. And Braden's at home, not feeling well. Psychology and history teacher Ms. McClure writes that Braden Gomes is an incredibly responsible, mature, and engaged student. He's taking psychology with me this year and consistently does exceptional work. He was in my U.S. history class last year where he did very much the same. He has a great attitude and seems to be very interested in getting a good education. He has been volunteering at Frank Zeke School as part of the child development class and has done a wonderful job using that experience to look at developmental psychology. I've really enjoyed having him in class for these 2 years. His other teachers concur, an earnest and an ideal student. In his senior year, Braden has amassed a 3.85 GPA, excelling in many AP classes as he completes the A through G requirements to go directly to a 4-year school. Braden is passionate about health and the health of others. He believes nutrition is key, and he strives to learn more about the correlation between ill health, such as childhood obesity and nutrition. He sees the connection between economic hardship and the lack of quality food and the dependence upon fast food. He pairs this intellectual endeavor with an interest in cooking and working out in the gym. He is also quite wonky because he loves numbers, specifically the field known as sports analytics. With this interest, he looks forward to college, beginning at Mendocino College, matriculating to a 4-year school to study business, perhaps finance. And he, too, would like to thank his family. And finally, we have senior Riley. This is Aiden Navarez, grade 11. I am so sorry. Geometry teacher Gretel Palmerine writes, Aiden Navarez is a student with great integrity in personally completing assignments. He shows compassion toward others through helpfulness and patience. He is compassionate with himself when it comes to making mistakes. Aiden is productive in class and makes the most out of the time set aside to work on assignments. He is creative in finding solutions in math, demonstrating his knowledge. I was completely blown away by his math project, which was a presentation of Euclid, the father of geometry. He proved 2 theorems himself. What was so impressive is how he explained each proof. He would draw on the whiteboard and he used clear and succinct language to describe the proof in his own words. The way that he proved and explained the theorems indicate that he would be an excellent teacher. High praise from one teacher to a student. This junior explains that he understands his job at school to better himself, to be the best person that he can be. The words he uses, focus, hard work, figure out what needs to be done, prioritize that word, repeat it when you don't get it right. He is passionate about his physical activity and physical training. Training at the gym, he is continually striving to be in motion, and he loves to skateboard. The commitment to physical health clearly contributes to his positive attitude about all other aspects of life. Looking ahead, he is clear about one thing, being successful, to live beyond the struggles that he has seen growing up, to be able to care and to celebrate for his family. Ideally, he'd like to be a business owner involved in either the skating industry or fashion. Each allows a creative outlet, physical activity, or celebration of our physical presence. He is proud of his Pomo and Wailaki culture. He is appreciative of his mother for her support and perseverance, and he would like to thank his father for teaching him how to be a man. Aiden, thank you. Finally, forgive me for that error, we have our last recipient, our senior Riley Alvarado. Senior Riley Alvarado's achievement is clear. 4 years, challenging classes, including many AP classes, and a 3.96 GPA, an A through G completer. Like a number of our recipients today, she is also a creative spirit. Her teachers write that Riley is an exemplary student in class, a dedicated student, very deeply engaged in learning and doing her best for every assignment. She does all her work, communicates clearly, meticulous, and produces high-quality work. And then the teachers write this about Riley. She is one of the most creative students. She recently composed one of the most beautiful French poems I have read. She loves to create her own languages. And in the final summation from her teachers, Riley is a wonderful student. When describing her passions, Riley speaks fluidly about the creative process, writing, art, music, reading fiction, all the talents that her teachers reported. She writes fantasy, creating characters in a world not far from our own, but so very different, to stretch our comfort and challenge our thinking. Drawing is an extension of this written fantasy. Writing allows her to go to places not yet accessible as she finishes school here in Ukiah. She carries the creative productivity into the classroom, enjoying classes that require projects, creative writing, art, and even Mr. Silva Brown's advanced placement comparative government class. Looking ahead, college will begin at Mendocino College, perhaps lead her to Oregon with the ultimate goal of being an author. She would hope to challenge readers to understand that it isn't easy to figure out good and evil. To do so, you must think for yourself. She is appreciative of her nominating teachers, Ms. Rodriguez and Mr. Rodriguez, and of her parents. Riley, thank you for being part of our team. Once again, thank you for joining us this evening. Ms. Gubin.
Thank you so much. Just again, huge appreciation, and to our students up here, keep up the great work. You are a wonderful part. We feel so honored that you trust us with your kiddos. It's a joy coming to work every day and seeing all of you. So be safe out there, drive safely, and hug your kids. Thank you.